All right, y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm King Tyson. Don't forget to like and subscribe like I always tell y'all to do in the beginning or the end of my videos. Check it out before we start. Write me at kingtyson713@yahoo.com. If you want my advice about something, you want my opinion about something, write me kingtyson713@yahoo.com. Also, if you like this content, please go to the video tab section of this YouTube channel, click on a video that interests you, watch it, give me some feedback in the comments. Do you agree with me or do you not agree with me? I really appreciate that. So look, let's make this a quick one. Ciara just went viral. Her and Jim Jones was doing a co-interview for the BET Awards that just passed, and Ciara was saying that she felt it in her spirit to talk to Jim Jones and say, hey, you and Chrissy make a beautiful couple. Why not be married? Like, I really wish I would be married, you know. And Jim Jones he played it cool. He was a gentleman about it. He kind of did a rebuttal. He said that when it happens, it happens. Everybody's invited. And just Ciara left it at that. It went viral because people were saying, well, damn, man, Ciara trying to tell Jim Jones to be married, and you know, she thinks she's this and that because she's married. And let me say to those people, first and foremost, yes, she has a right to, everybody has a right to give advice, right? And Jim Jones even came back and said on the Breakfast Club, responding to that, he said that, hey, everybody that gives advice, don't follow their advice. Because we remember, he went off on Kendra G that tried to tell him about he should marry Chrissy, and he went completely off. But we all know Kendra G is not married, never been married, no kids. So that's what I think he was going with that example that says that, hey, people that want to give you advice is not following their own advice. So Ciara has a right to give advice because she is married, and it appears that she's in a successful, healthy marriage, you know, and that's good. And there's nothing wrong with giving advice. But on this channel, and even though it's a relationship-based channel, me personally, I try not to tell people you should be married. My thing is, if you are going to get married, I'm gonna say that these are the things you should follow. You know, these are the things that you should pay attention to, because you can have a divorce, you know, on men and women, because I've been through it, and I know the things when it comes to marriage. I know the things that it takes to make your marriage work. I understand that it has to be two people, you know, both of y'all gotta want it. I understand that as a man, when we have frustration, you have to really talk to your wife, because a lot of time men, we shut down, we don't know how to communicate, and we have to learn how to converse with your wife to let your needs met. Because as a wife, we always want to make sure our wives' needs are met, but as a man, we don't make sure our needs are met. And this is the reason why a lot of times, if women don't understand that men step out, men have mental breakdowns, because we have a lot of pressure on us about being a man, about providing, about everything else, about just other problems, whatever. And wives sometimes don't check on your husband. It's always about what your husband could do for you, but not what you could do for your husband, right? And so I try to talk about those points. And if marriage is something that you want, I try to tell you, hey, look, women, if you want to get you a husband, these are some of the things you can do. Fellas, if you want to get your wife, these are some of the things you can do. A lot of times, people listen to a lot of YouTube talking points and social media talking points, and they be way off. And you could turn the opposite gender off to where nobody wants to be in a relationship with you if you have this kind of mindset. And so I just try to bring awareness to that on this YouTube channel. It is good that you can give advice, but also the person who's giving advice have to have that example shown. So this is the reason why I believe that Jim Jones didn't, you know, he took in the advice that Ciara was giving him. And my thing with that is that, hey, if Chrissy, and everybody knows Chrissy and Jim Jones been together for a long time, probably damn near 20 years, I believe. And if Chrissy allowed that relationship to be that long without marriage, without the commitment, then hey, I mean, that's her relationship. That's their dynamic. It's nothing that no one could say that's gonna change that. It goes to show that, hey, that example of Jim Jones and Chrissy, it goes to show, you know, why buy the cow when you could get the milk for free? If Jim Jones is getting everything from Chrissy, without having to be committed in a marriage, then who are other people to give them advice if she's accepting of it? That's all what it is, you know. But marriage benefits men and women, right? I know people don't think that it does, but it does benefit women. It benefits because it benefits you. It gives you a sense of you being taken care of. You have a man that's going to take care of you for the rest of your life, the rest of his life. Because 9 times out of 10, men pass away before their wives. That's just statistics. It just shows, unless, you know, your wife is a big age gap older than you. But 9 times out of 10, men do not outlive their wives. So you have a husband that's committed to taking care of you while he's living, and then when he passes away, you have an insurance policy. You should have a will. Your husband should have a will, and you should be taken care of after his passing. That's an insurance policy that women can say that what a husband could do for you, besides making sure your well-being is taken care of, that all your problems, you should have a husband that's going to help ease your struggle. It's the job of a husband, right? Just, it is what it is. Men have the benefit of having a partner that can put some nourishment in you, you know, can turn the house into a home, you know. It's supposed to make your life easier as well. This is why they balance each other out. This is the benefit of marriage. People don't understand the benefit of marriage, but this is the benefit of marriage. And I know some people say that it's just a piece of paper, but by law, you are, and by the eyes of God, you have decided to make this commitment to each other under God, that it's going to be just you two, right? So, like I said, there are people who probably not going to be married. And if there are people who are going to be in relationships, and it's okay. It's okay if they're not married. But understand that, ladies, you have to use leverage to say, okay, if you want children from me, you know, if you want me to do all these things that a wife do, then what's the problem on not marrying me? These are some of the things that women have to lay out there with men. So if you've been in a relationship with this man for so many years, it's okay to date for years and stuff like that, right? But you got to make sure that, and it's up to you. And ladies, if you feel like that's okay, then it's okay. Who are we to say anything about it? That's fine. But as women, you should want something more commitment, because the man is wanting more from you. He's wanting you to carry his kids. He's wanting you to be cooking and cleaning and giving up sex. A man wants all this from you. But I know, ladies, you like, okay, if you want me to do all this, then make me a wife. Don't make me a baby mama. Make me a wife. And that's your right. That's the leverage, ladies, you supposed to use, right? And it works out when you use that leverage, you know. If not, then he just got to get on. You know, so that's my advice. That's my opinion. I'm sorry. I don't, even though I'm married, I don't try to tell people, hey, look, preach to you, and hey, you should be married. I rather preach to you happiness in the person that you with versus the standards of being married. If it's marriage, it's very good for both people. But if you're happy, you're content, both of y'all are content, then that's fine. Because everybody's not gonna be married. Some people are not gonna be in a relationship. Some people are gonna, you know, die alone. And that's just real life. But that's all I want to say. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video. I'm King Tyson. Peace and blessings. One love. On to the next one. I'm out.